Let me ask you something. Why are some people drowning in financial stress while others seem to attract wealth effortlessly? Is it luck? No. Is it intelligence? Not even close. It's habits. The rich don't just think differently, they act differently. They know that success isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter, making strategic moves, and taking control of their financial destiny. Today, I'm giving you the 7 habits that separate the wealthy from the broke. Master these, and you won't just make money, you'll create a life of abundance. Let's Go Wealth is not just about the money in your bank account. It's about the way you think. Every self-made millionaire started with one thing, the right mindset. Before wealth manifests in your life, it must take root in your thoughts, beliefs, and daily habits. If you believe money is scarce, that it's hard to earn, or that only the lucky or privileged get rich, then your actions will reflect those beliefs, keeping you stuck in a cycle of financial struggle. But when you adopt the mindset of the wealthy, when you see money as a tool, when you recognize opportunity instead of obstacles, when you believe that financial success is inevitable, your actions shift and wealth follows. Think about it. Every wealthy person you admire, whether it's an entrepreneur, an investor, or a business leader, operates with a different level of certainty. They don't just hope to make money, they expect it. They know that money flows to those who provide value, who solve problems, who take action. Instead of seeing wealth as something only a select few can attain, they see it as something they can create. The difference between someone who struggles financially and someone who thrives isn't intelligence or hard work alone. It's the way they think about money and success. Most people are programmed from a young age to think about money in a way that holds them back. Maybe they grew up hearing things like, money doesn't grow on trees, or rich people are greedy. These beliefs create an unconscious resistance to wealth. If deep down you believe that making a lot of money makes you a bad person, or that financial success is out of your control, you'll sabotage yourself, whether you realize it or not. That's why the first step toward wealth is mastering your mindset. You must reprogram your thinking. You must start believing that money is abundant, that you deserve financial freedom, and that you have the power to create wealth. One of the most powerful shifts you can make is replacing the phrase, I can't afford this with, how can I afford this? This small change rewires your brain from scarcity to possibility. Instead of shutting down opportunities, you train yourself to look for solutions. Wealthy people don't focus on limitations, they focus on leverage. They don't dwell on what they lack, they figure out how to create what they need. Another critical mindset shift is understanding that money follows value. If you want to make more money, stop asking, how can I get rich? And start asking, how can I create more value? Wealthy people know that money is a byproduct of the problems they solve. The more problems you solve, the more valuable you become, and the more money flows into your life. That's why the rich continuously invest in their skills, their knowledge, and their ability to contribute at a higher level. Your financial reality today is a direct reflection of the thoughts and beliefs you've held up until now. But here's the good news. You can change it. You can decide right now to adopt the mindset of the wealthy. You can choose to see opportunities instead of obstacles. You can choose to believe that financial success is not just possible, but inevitable if you commit to the right habits and actions. The only thing standing between you and financial freedom is the way you think. Change your mindset, and you'll change your financial future. Discipline and consistency are the foundation of all wealth creation. You don't wake up one day and suddenly become rich. It happens because of the small, consistent actions you take over time. The truth is, success isn't built on massive, one-time efforts. It's built on daily habits, repeated relentlessly until they become second nature. The wealthy understand this at the deepest level. They know that the way you manage your money, your time, and your energy every single day determines whether you achieve financial freedom or stay stuck in a cycle of struggle. Most people want quick results. They look for shortcuts, get-rich-quick schemes, and instant gratification. But that's not how real wealth works. The wealthy don't operate on luck or chance. They create financial success through discipline. The discipline to save before they spend. The discipline to invest instead of waste. The discipline to keep learning, growing, and taking action even when they don't see immediate results. This is where most people fail. They start strong, but when they don't see progress right away, they quit. They want results overnight, but wealth doesn't work that way. It rewards those who stay committed, those who do the right things over and over again, long before they see the rewards. Think about it like planting a tree. You don't plant a seed today and expect a fully grown tree tomorrow. You water it, you nurture it, you make sure it gets sunlight. And for a long time, it seems like nothing is happening. But beneath the surface, roots are growing. The foundation is being built. And then one day, that small seed becomes something massive. This is how wealth works. The habits you build today may not show results instantly, but if you stay consistent, they will compound into massive success over time. One of the biggest differences between the rich and the average is how they handle money. The rich have the discipline to live below their means, even when they don't have to. They don't fall into the trap of lifestyle inflation, where the more they earn, the more they spend. Instead, they consistently save and invest. They understand that it's not about how much money you make, but how much you keep and grow. Most people, when they get a raise, immediately upgrade their lifestyle. They buy a bigger house, a nicer car, expensive vacations, and before they know it, they're trapped in the same financial cycle, no matter how much their income increases. The wealthy, on the other hand, follow a different rule. They invest first, and they let their money work for them. They understand that discipline with money today leads to financial freedom tomorrow. Consistency doesn't just apply to saving and investing, it applies to everything. The rich consistently learn. They consistently take action. They don't just get motivated for a few days and then go back to old habits. They make personal growth and financial education a daily routine. They know that to stay ahead, they must keep sharpening their skills, expanding their knowledge, and surrounding themselves with people who push them to grow. If you look at any self-made millionaire, you'll notice that they are obsessive about learning, whether it's through books, courses, mentors, or masterminds. They understand that what you know determines what you earn. Discipline also means having the patience to delay gratification. This is one of the hardest things for most people because we live in a world of instant everything. But wealth is not built on impulse decisions. It's built on strategy. It's built by making smart financial choices today that pay off in the long run. This is why the rich don't waste money on things that depreciate. They put their money into things that multiply. They understand that every dollar they earn is a tool, and how they use that tool determines whether they become financially free or financially stuck. So what's the takeaway? Wealth is not about luck. It's not about intelligence. It's about doing the right things consistently, even when you don't feel like it. It's about staying disciplined with your money, your time, and your habits. It's about showing up every day, putting in the work, and trusting the process. Most people underestimate what they can achieve in a decade because they get too impatient with what they can achieve in a year. The rich play the long game, they build habits that lead to financial success, and they stay committed no matter how long it takes. That's the real secret to wealth. Money is a byproduct of value. The rich don't chase money, they attract it by solving problems, innovating, and creating something that others need. If you look at any successful entrepreneur, investor, or business leader, you'll notice a common pattern. They don't focus on just making money. They focus on delivering massive value. They understand that wealth isn't something you pursue directly. Instead, it's something that flows naturally when you contribute at a high level. If you want to be rich, stop asking, how can I make more money? And start asking, how can I create more value? Because the more value you provide, the more money will come to you. Think about the wealthiest individuals in the world. Why do they have so much money? It's because they've built businesses, products, and services that improve people's lives. Amazon, Apple, Tesla, Microsoft. These companies didn't become billion-dollar empires because their founders were chasing money. They became successful because they focused on providing solutions, making things easier, better, faster, or more efficient for millions of people. The money followed naturally. This is the fundamental principle of wealth creation. Money goes to those who create value at scale. Most people operate with a completely different mindset. They think about money in a linear way. They trade their time for a paycheck, believing that the only way to make more money is to work more hours or get a raise. But the rich understand that time is limited, while value is infinite. Instead of working harder for money, they work smarter by increasing the value they bring to the marketplace. That's why they focus on building businesses, investing in assets, and leveraging systems that generate wealth even when they're not actively working. The truth is, money is simply an exchange of value. When you buy something, you're exchanging your money for something you perceive as more valuable than the cash you're spending. The rich know this and position themselves as value creators rather than consumers. Instead of asking, how can I earn more money, they ask, What problems can I solve? How can I help people? How can I make life better for others? The more significant the problem you solve, the more money you make. Let's take skills as an example. If you have a skill that very few people possess but many people need, you'll naturally attract wealth. That's why doctors, lawyers, engineers, and business leaders earn high salaries, because their skills solve important problems. But the wealthiest individuals go beyond just having a high income skill. They figure out how to scale their value. They don't just work for money, they create businesses, automate systems, and make their skills work for them on a larger scale. Take an entrepreneur who builds an online course, for instance. Instead of trading their time for money by teaching one person at a time, they package their knowledge into a product that thousands of people can buy. They've now created a system where their value is multiplied, allowing them to earn exponentially more than they could with just their time. The same principle applies to investments. The wealthy don't just save money, they invest it into businesses, real estate, and assets that grow in value over time. They let their money work for them, generating even more wealth through the power of compounding. Another important principle is understanding that money flows to those who take responsibility. The rich don't wait for opportunities, they create them. They don't blame the economy, the government, or their circumstances for their financial situation. Instead, they take full control of their financial future by seeking opportunities to create value. This is why wealthy people are constantly learning, improving, and adapting. They know that the world is always changing, and the more they can stay ahead of trends and find ways to provide value, the more money they will attract. This is also why relationships and networks are critical. Wealthy people don't succeed alone. They surround themselves with other high-value individuals, people who think big and are constantly looking for new ways to create, build, and grow. They understand that money doesn't just come from hard work, it comes from connections, ideas, and collaborations that amplify their ability to provide value. That's why they spend time networking, learning from mentors, and surrounding themselves with successful, driven individuals who push them to think bigger. The bottom line is this: if you want to be rich, stop focusing on making money and start focusing on making an impact. Find ways to solve problems, to serve others, to innovate and improve the world around you. The more value you provide, the more wealth will naturally flow into your life. Money is simply a tool, a reflection of the value you bring to the marketplace. Shift your focus from income to impact, from working for money to creating value, and you'll unlock unlimited financial potential. Wealth is not about chasing money. It's about becoming the kind of person who attracts it effortlessly. Wealthy people don't just earn money, they make their money work for them. The difference between those who struggle financially and those who achieve financial freedom isn't just how much they make. It's how they manage, grow, and multiply their income. Most people focus solely on earning, believing that if they just work harder, put in more hours, or get a higher salary, they'll eventually become rich. But the truth is, earning alone will never make you wealthy. Financial mastery requires strategic action. Understanding how to use money as a tool, how to invest, and how to create multiple streams of income that work for you even when you're not actively working. The wealthy operate on a different level of financial awareness. They understand that money is a resource that should be leveraged, not just spent. Instead of working for money their entire lives, they learn how to make money work for them. They don't just earn and spend, they earn, save, invest, and multiply. They know that every dollar they invest wisely can grow exponentially over time, leading to true financial freedom. The key is to stop thinking of money as something to be earned and spent and start thinking of it as something to be deployed strategically. One of the biggest differences between the rich and the average is their relationship with money. The average person sees money as something to cover expenses, to pay bills, or to buy things. They work hard for their paycheck, and as soon as they get it, they spend it on rent, on food, on entertainment, on things that don't generate more income. The wealthy, on the other hand, view money as a tool for creating wealth. They don't just think about what money can buy today, they think about how money can be used to generate more money in the future. They put their money into assets, stocks, real estate, businesses, investments that appreciate in value and generate passive income. They make financial decisions based on long-term gains rather than short-term gratification. Financial mastery is not about how much you earn. Someone who makes $50,000 a year but invests wisely can end up wealthier than someone who makes $500,000 a year but spends recklessly. The key is learning to control your spending, invest consistently, and build systems that generate wealth over time. The rich understand the power of compounding, the idea that small, consistent investments can grow into massive wealth over time. They know that the earlier they start investing, the more their money multiplies, and they make it a priority to put their money to work. Another critical strategy that the wealthy use is leverage. They don't just rely on their own efforts. They use resources, systems, and other people's time and money to accelerate their wealth-building process. They invest in businesses that can operate and generate income without their constant involvement. They use debt strategically, not to buy liabilities like cars or luxury goods, but to acquire assets that generate income, such as rental properties or investment portfolios. They understand that the right kind of debt can be a powerful wealth-building tool when used wisely. Financial mastery also means being in control of your emotions around money. Most people make financial decisions based on fear, impulse, or short-term thinking. They panic when the market drops, they overspend when they feel emotional, they chase trends without understanding the fundamentals. The wealthy take a different approach. They make calculated, logical, and long-term financial decisions. They understand that markets fluctuate, that temporary setbacks are part of the game, and that financial success is built over time, not overnight. They remain patient, disciplined, and focused on their long-term financial goals, rather than being swayed by short-term emotions. Another key to financial mastery is developing multiple streams of income. Most people rely on a single source of income, usually their job, but the wealthy understand that a single income stream is risky. They create multiple sources of revenue through investments, side businesses, passive income streams, and strategic financial moves. They build wealth in a way that ensures they never have to rely on just one paycheck. If one income source disappears, they have others to fall back on. Ultimately, financial mastery is about taking control. It's about making conscious, strategic decisions about how you earn, save, invest, and spend. It's about understanding that wealth is built through smart financial habits, not luck or chance. The wealthy don't just hope for financial success, they plan for it, execute on it, and stay committed to the process. They know that every financial decision they make today shapes their financial future. By taking strategic action, managing money wisely, and focusing on long-term wealth creation, anyone can build a future of financial freedom and abundance.